What's up, everybody? This is Alan. I do have my buddy Ash here with me, as well as our good friend James. We're here at our next episode 2 of WBIF Uncooked. We do have a great night planned for you tonight. We do have an action-packed evening. Starting off the event is going to be an impromptu match that we're going to have to cut to a little video on that. It seems to be at a local eating establishment. A El Jefe may have had an altercation due to a poisoning of his food. What do you know anything about that, Ash?
I don't. I heard that the clip is coming in. I don't know what's going on. But let's get to it and see what's up.
Yep, let's check out, see what happened to El Jefe.
Oh, El Jefe. Oh, El Jefe gusto. El Jefe make a mess. El Jefe gusto.
Anus, Barry's anus. That was rough.
That was brutal.
I hate that anytime someone is underhanded and has to do something as resorting in poisoning someone's food. It does seem like that something along those lines has happened. It does show it's an act of cowardice, really.
It's a complete waste of poison.
Right, I agree with you wholeheartedly. There's tons of rats and cockroaches out there in the world that need to go under far before El Jefe.
Politicians as well. Indeed. So we are going to get to that. That's going to be our impromptu first match, guys. We've got a lot to look forward to. We actually have some superstars from outside of the WBIF that will be making an entrance here tonight. They will make an impact. And we even have a surprise mystery partner for a Smash Lee, which we'll talk about here a little bit later as well. All right, guys, so we're going to get you started. We have this next match lined up. We're going to go with a Van Givens versus El Jefe, and let's get it started.
Now, Alan, for this match, there's also, you gotta look at neither of these guys have won in the WBIF.
Right.
So both of these guys have a lot to prove tonight, and whoever comes out on top is really going to just go up from here.
Indeed.
Well, it's a tough division, so this is what we call the tooth and nail approach. You have to claw your way out of it.
That's right. It is a ladder that they have to work their way up. No pun intended. We did have an original ladder match for the crowning of the first champion in our initial pay-per-view, the Mount Olympus tournament. But speaking of the champion, he's going to be in our main event tonight. Van Givens is facing off with Mikael as his tag partner versus Smash Lee and Smash Lee's mystery partner. So we got a lot to look forward to that.
Just thought that this match was
No, Smash Lee is not the most personal superstar out there, so I'd say Smash Lee is going to be very picky at selecting a partner tonight.
I agree.
Now, James, I know you're new to the WBIF announce team, but who do you think?
I don't think it'll be anyone we're quite expecting. It's going to be someone pretty destructive and someone ready to take on the opponents.
Right, indeed. I agree with you on that, James. There's no telling who someone like Smash Lee is going to choose.
But nonetheless, we start our first matchup tonight.
We're working on that neck.
Right, you have to. If you maintain control early on in the match, you can dictate the pace of the match. Right now is what we call the filling out period for sure. Indeed.
Goes right back in.
Showing strength. Now, if these guys don't get to a little bit of action soon enough, the crowd's going to get a little bit anxious. So let's hope we can get the action amped up just a little bit.
Line bars don't win matches.
Unless you're Ronda Rousey.
Unless you're Ronda Rousey.
Or Chris Jericho. Well, speaking of Chris Jericho, he's actually going to be in the match later on tonight as well. It is going to be his first time entering the WBIF. He was actually called out by Sabin Hardy.
I remember that. I know what's up with Sabin Hardy. He lost his first match, if I'm not mistaken, in the WBIF. And instead of just working from the top, he's working from the very top. He called out the best there is, one of the best there is.
I will say that about Sabin Hardy. He may have a lot to prove when it comes to his win-loss ratio, but he aims high and he aims to please the fans with his high-flying maneuvers as well.
Absolutely. And I don't think Jericho was too far.
We got some luchador action here. That was, what would you call that, James?
Crazy.
We'll call that crazy.
Shades of Rey Mysterio.
Indeed it was. Except in this case, it didn't require a Mr. Van Gibbons to perform the move for him. Right. Oh, and he catches him. Oh, leg sweep.
Leg sweep right there. Working on that knee. And Gibbons is a bit slow to get up.
Yeah, indeed he is. And another.
Oh, beautiful.
From the looks of this match, they shouldn't try to kick each other. They want to catch each other every time with that. Now, contrary to what some fans may believe, a Mr. Van Gibbons and a Van Gibbons actually have no relation.
That's correct. That's correct.
Indeed it is. Actually, the G in Mr. Van Gibbons is actually O. So the pronunciation would be Van Gibbons for him and a Van Gibbons for
Mr. Van Gibbons.
Right. He's yet to enter the WBIF. He may enter at some point.
I'm pretty bad with actually those guys are pretty.
Right, this match is actually no holds barred. That was at the request of El Jefe. He didn't want to have no restriction in the maneuvers that he performs against Mr. Van Gibbons in order to try to get back at him. A major bulldog right there. That was shades of.
Best decision.
No, that was shades of gold dust right there.
I'm sure he's just getting over
Oh, super European uppercut.
This being. Oh!
Looks like the poison was still running through the veins. So
That's really what.
Anus very Zangus at once. Well, El Jefe may want to have to get back at Mr. Van Gibbons sometime in the near future, but for now, the upper hand does belong to Mr. Van Gibbons. Indeed. You got it, guys. Well, that was a great opening match here for tonight, and we'll be right back with you for the next match.
Absolutely.
I don't know how you say that.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WBIF. Looks like we have a new face. That face is mine, and it's about to be the face of this company. I see all these promos that have been cut the last few weeks. Oh, look at Mikhail, I'm dialing my phone 555. That's not funny. You know what that is? I can give you a phone number. It's called 555. Come get some. Because I'm here to make a statement. I'm here to take that belt. All the belts. I collect gold, and I collect scars. And then I dole out ass whoopings. Because I am the king of this. Come get it.
Interesting words there from a Midnight Mason. He seems like a character.
He does. I think he could be a real top contender here in the WBIF, and people should watch out. Those aviators are very intimidating.
Indeed.
He's definitely determined. He could have his hands full tonight, though.
Oh, yeah, versus a guy like Finn Balor, without a doubt. Finn Balor means business. He's actually been working his way up the rankings in NXT, decided to make his debut with WBIF. I'm not sure what his purpose is here, but I'm sure it'll be known soon enough.
Absolutely. He's one of the guys that's coming in tonight, and he's always awesome. He's always great to watch, and I think this is going to be a fantastic match.
And he is absolutely fearless. We've got a lot to look forward to tonight, and the crowd's going to be real happy momentarily.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. Now, we don't know much about a Midnight Mason other than the fact that his eyes have an aversion to light.
These flashes are probably making him nervous right now.
I would say so, without a doubt.
I would have to say this is probably the biggest stage that Midnight Mason has ever been on.
Oh yeah. Well, from the looks of him and the level of confidence from that promo we just witnessed, though, he doesn't seem intimidated no matter who he steps in.
6'4", he walks tall and carries the very
Indeed. I would hate for him to be the sheriff of my town.
Absolutely. Especially at night.
Right, because he does wear sunglasses. Well, it looks like Finn Balor's a little bit busy at this moment.
He said, "Hold up, I got a phone call."
I got more important
surprise backstage.
Right.
And here we go.
We'll start with a lockup. He's got some pretty fearless tattoos there, too, I would say. The back tattoo is pretty intimidating.
Indeed, that's a decent pain threshold just to have that. I would say the tattoo hurts a little bit more than the dry erase marker that Finn Balor uses for his ring wear color scheme.
Absolutely.
Nice little headlock there.
Ooh.
We'll see who gains control early on in this match. Another headlock. And almost a noogie there. That's a good thing that we don't have toilets here.
Nice little counter.
I agree with you there. At first, it was all Midnight Mason. I was like, he's looking great, but Finn Balor's turning it around, and there he is now.
Nice little seven there.
Finn Balor showing a little bit of power. He is known as more of a catch-can, high-flying type superstar, but that doesn't mean he can't give you some power maneuvers as well.
There he goes for the second body slam.
This one is not making any offense at all.
Do you think, James, he's having trouble seeing Finn Balor's moves with those sunglasses?
It's very possible. The last one just hasn't been the same since.
Does he have the same disorder that Riddick had? Is that the same type of situation there with him?
It's very possible. It's difficult to really look at his eyes.
And I must say, those must be some very expensive sunglasses. They are staying on the head, snug and tight.
A nice little sneak peek too.
Now, we don't know much about Midnight Mason, but he was either trained by Kieran Kowalski or Stevie Wonder. It has yet to be clear.
It really was too.
Maybe he is mounting some offense now, though. Looks like. There we go. That was a hammer throw into the turnbuckle.
Elbow to the spine.
Seems like Midnight Mason may just have to warm up a little bit now that he caught his bearings. He's well, I spoke a little soon there.
Recover. And a kick out.
I was going to say if that were to win the match, I'd be a little bit disparaged at that point.
I would not want to be one of those fans out.
Indeed, they paid to see a good set of fights, and that's what we intend to do.
They just keep trying for all these punches. It's just kicks. That's
Oh,
a suplex
There's a
there.
Northern Lights suplex right there. Is Mason going to mount some offense? See if he can. Well, looks like Finn Balor wore himself out with all that offense.
Both slow to
So we get up.
Indeed, they are. Yeah, control. Looks like he's powering out a little, is he?
Maybe over.
He made it
Stays in
through.
the match. He goes for the pin. A kick out at one.
He's going to have to get a little bit more of a powerful maneuver in order to take him out.
There's a reversal.
Oh.
Suplex.
Nice.
Oh, no, drop to the spine. That can't feel good after that slam.
Mason invited a Finn Balor to Suplex City there for a moment.
This is what we came to see. I thought Mason was done there for a second, but he is mounting some offense.
Yes, he has. Major knee.
To the face.
That took a little bit of that makeup off of Balor's face, it looks. Oh, what was that? Almost like a reverse double underhook suplex?
Shades of Taz from the ECW.
Nice suplex.
Mason is getting his bearings here. Finn. Oh, and kick out of one. Not enough.
Now,
Neither of these guys are willing to give up. Both have so much stamina.
Oh, and it looks like he shrugged off that uppercut. I don't know if that was a flub on the distance by Mason or what. Now, if we're keeping track, we've got two suplexes from Mason and 2 power slams from Finn Balor.
Oh, and high flying move.
And Mason's not happy.
Oh, and he catches him!
Oh, and the
With
yes
the,
lock.
oh, there we go.
Oh, he's
Can
crawling.
Balor get to it?
He's crawling.
Oh, and he finds the
This
ropes.
is a beautiful counter.
That was a wonderful counter, indeed.
I have never seen that.
No, that's the first time in WBIF.
That was fantastic.
It just wasn't enough to keep him down.
I think I got James out of his seat back there.
That was crazy. That the crowd was on their feet as well.
And here he goes again. Can he reverse it again?
No,
Could
it
happen
looks
to
like
him.
he's
Oh,
got
he
this.
got
Looks like he got
That's
it.
all.
Maybe over.
The coup de grace by Finn Balor.
and slow to get back up to the pin. It cost him there.
And one looks like the ref is thinking about his 2
Incredibly
count.
long count. Then it's over.
Well, I will say that Mason did come back for a while, and he did offer some surprises in this match.
It was beautiful offense, but it just wasn't enough.
That was a fantastic match. It went back and forth the entire time. It could have been anybody's match.
It really could. When he went for that reversal, if it shows it in this video clip here, which
That's
let's
what
hope
got the fans on their feet. Right
this
here.
was unreal here, guys.
Positioning. Had him in good position.
I agree with you on that, guys. Well, that was 2 good matches to get the night started. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Welcome, WBIF Universe. My name is Chelsea Gibbons, the new General Manager for WBIF. Under my decree, Smashley shall choose any partner from inside or outside the WBIF. I hope you enjoy the show, and thank you for your time.
So, looks like our GM around here finally has some common sense, letting me pick a partner for my tag match tonight. Not that I really need one, but this place is just, there's no talent around here. Nobody can compare to Smash Lee. So, I'm just going to have to go outside, find me a better partner, and bring home these titles. Ben Gibbons and Mikael, what kind of tag team is that? They don't stand a chance. Nobody stands a chance against Smash Lee. Because my partner is going to be on the same level as me. So, I don't know what else to say.
Welcome, fans, to WBIF is Hardy. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, Jerk. I didn't mean to take a catchphrase there, but you were the Y2J, and you know what? It's not 2000 anymore. Last time I checked, let me look, it was 2015, so I hate it for you, man, but let me tell you this. I know at one point you were the best in the world at what you done, but you see, that time's passed. You're way up past your prime. It's time for a new generation of superstars. And that generation is the Hardy generation. The Omega is time. It is the Omega's time. And you know what? I think tonight I might break your walls down. So I tell you what, me and you on. Yeah.
All right. Well, Sabin Hardy looks like he did mean business there.
Yeah, that was a great promo cut by a great wrestler. But I don't know, Jericho, he's got talent, he's got the talent, he's got the years, he's got everything.
Chris
I
Jericho
just don't
carried
know.
an hour of sports entertainment by himself. The master of thousands of holds. He called out Goldberg back in his undefeated streak.
And Chris Jericho, you never know when and where he's going to show up these days. Last we saw him was actually at the Beast in the East event, headlined by Brock Lesnar a few weeks ago.
That was
Absolutely.
an amazing match, too. It was probably match of the night.
I would agree with you 100% on that.
Jericho's getting, into his age, but he's definitely not done.
He hasn't lost his step
No, not at all.
as he comes out, kicking, literally.
Now, take nothing away from Sabin Hardy, though. Even though he does have a lot to prove, he's been on a little bit of a losing streak as of late. As you all know, you never know what's going to happen in the WBIF, and Sabin Hardy could win just as likely as Jericho.
Absolutely. Although he's on a losing streak and Jericho has won many matches, Sabin Hardy could come out on top. He has a very interesting way of going about his losses. He didn't want to call out the top contender in WBIF. He wanted to call out one of the best wrestlers in sports entertainment ever.
Right, yeah, Sabin Hardy does have something to prove, and he's got a direction that he's purposefully going in order to prove himself. He wants to single out those who have proven themselves previously, and he feels that if he can take a notch and put it on his belt from taking out these guys, he's got more of a name for himself.
I agree with you there. Absolutely. And if he does come out and beat Jericho, it will be one heck of a win.
It really would be, and it looks like the offense has actually gone back and forth in this match so far.
It's been quite a good match so far. Lots of momentum.
Not a lot of chain wrestling. Didn't expect that in this particular match. I did expect some little bit of high flying and definitely some technical prowess from both individuals.
Speaking of technical prowess, that was an amazing reversal there. Ooh, and a gut punch.
It's a single arm DDT from an armbar, I believe that was with Jericho.
Now a nice little
Hanging
suplex.
Kicks to the gut.
Ooh.
Neck breaker.
Nice neck breaker there. Now, do you think that Sabin Hardy and Jericho go to the same barber?
They very well could. They both have the same hairstyle going on there.
Looks
I
like
think Jericho's hair might have a little bit more dye in it.
Right, I was going to say that. I mean, at this point in his stage in his life career, they have to have a little bit of dye to cover up some gray as well.
All I can say is this arena smells like moose and aquaman.
Well, this announce table smells a little bit like beard oil and shaving cream, so
It's
you can't really hate on that.
$5 pizza there was delicious.
The best pizza is $5.
And that was 2 major elbow drops from Sabin Hardy there.
Jericho catches him with a knee to the gut. Ooh,
Yeah.
sweet move from the
He's
top.
denied that. Sabin Hardy denied that drop kick. Jericho wasn't having the
Technicality is very impressive in this match. 2 masters of their craft.
Indeed. Now, is he going to be able to reverse this? Looks like Jericho does have a handle on the situation now.
Ooh.
And he does with the elbow. That was a time-stopping elbow there.
That's how you break your jaw, Alan.
Indeed, it almost broke our camera.
And Jericho just right back to the reversal. It's just been reverse in this match. You can't really say somebody has the upper hand because they're both going back and forth.
And a kick to the arm. Legendary grappling, if I might say so myself.
Oh, and another neck breaker.
Ouch.
He's got to be feeling these.
What does Sabin Hardy have in mind?
Oh, Jericho
Apparently
backs
another
up.
nice reversal.
Sabin with the
Nice
power slam.
Foot to the gut there.
Another elbow.
Sabin Hardy has been very impressive in this match, considering he is facing the icon in Chris Jericho.
I agree with that. He's actually may have a major maneuver in mind here, and whisper in the wind.
Beautiful.
Is this the 3 count, guys?
Oh, and a kick out
Oh,
of 2.
kick out at 2. It's probably going to take a couple more of those to keep Jericho down. He's went through a bunch of those in his career.
And Jericho looks like he may be coming back now.
Not only does Jericho know every move in the book, he's been hit by it too.
Indeed, he has. He's been around the world a time or two. And it looks like going for the walls.
Could this happen?
Sabin
He
Hardy's
might be a
fighting.
little too close to the ropes there. Oh,
And he is.
Yep, the ref was aware of that situation. And he takes him down with a looks like that was an arm wrench. What would you call that? Like a hip toss type maneuver that looks like it took his arm out of socket there.
What does he have in mind now?
You see here? Oh, Jericho with the reversal.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
The
wow.
comeback. Oh.
Sabin is fired up, guys.
Maybe this is what he needed. Maybe this is the thing that could truly kickstart his career.
It very well may be. This is some major offense he's initiating now. He may be going for a finisher, guys.
And I believe he is.
Oh,
Jericho!
Got it with the DDT.
Nasty maneuver.
This match is incredible, guys. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say this is the match of the night so far, without a doubt.
Oh, the code breaker! Out of
That may be
nowhere.
It.
One,
This could be it.
2,
3.
and the
Oh.
3. Hard to count out a legend like Jericho.
Would
That
you
was a
say that
beautiful
code
match.
breaker came out of nowhere, Alan?
I would say Codebreaker out of nowhere, without a doubt. We thought that this Whisper in the Wind was the last end of the last final chapter for Jericho, but he did come back from it.
I can't even say Sabin Hardy lost in this matchup. I mean, he lost, but he had Jericho down for a big portion of this match.
There's no shame in that performance against a legend of Jericho's caliber.
Without a doubt, in my opinion, when it comes to the ladder of success in WBIF, this is actually a step forward for Sabin Hardy. So we're
Absolutely.
excited to see more from him coming up, and we do have a word from a Ben Gay, our sponsor for the evening. Soon enough. We've all been gay once or twice.
We've all...
Edit that part out.
Yeah.
Kill, 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 mama. Kill, 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 mama. Kill, 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 mama. Kill, 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 mama.
All right, guys. We've had a night of surprises and another one upcoming with this next match. Does look like we do have a returning monster Voorhees coming back tonight.
Yeah, should be exciting. I've seen nothing but greatness from Voorhees so far. He's been dominant, he's been destructive, and Revenge pretty much called him out. You know, he said, hey, I'm a monster too. Monsters need to clash.
Right, it is a clash of the titans now. At this point in his career, Revenge has been only a monster in his own mind. But that isn't to say that he's not going to show his true dark colors tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Voorhees to us has nothing to prove. Voorhees has won every single match, every single challenge put in front of him. He did disappear there for a little bit, but I'm sure he was just out, slaying other monsters that needed to be slayed. Revenge, on the other hand, is a monster, but it hasn't been a monster that's been showing up, if you know what I mean, Alan. So this is a big match for him, and Voorhees is a big match for him as well, because he's on his way to more dominance.
Right, what do you think of these two individuals, James?
This is King Kong versus Godzilla at this point. However, Godzilla has always had that slight edge. Voorhees is massive. He's been out a few weeks due to a plane crash, one that he caused. However, he's back on the circuit, and I feel sorry for Revenge right now.
Yeah, Revenge definitely does have a chip on his shoulder, but he's going to have to step up his game majorly versus Voorhees tonight. There's no question about that.
Boy, did I miss this entrance.
This man is literally walking through fire.
Voorhees is a scary individual. There is, without a doubt, no one more intimidating in the WBIF than Voorhees.
I agree with you there, Alan. I do not want to face him anytime in the future.
No, if I saw Voorhees in a back alley, not only would I turn the other way, I would get in my vehicle and drive at least 2 counties over.
Yeah. I mean, I would get in my vehicle and try to run over Voorhees, but my car would stop. It wouldn't even plow over Voorhees.
Right. And Voorhees taking control early on. There's no surprise coming from him at all with that.
Ooh, Revenge, though.
Nice little clothesline there. Grinding it into the forehead, though. I'm not sure how much that could hurt.
Especially given your Voorhees.
Voorhees is just such a massive guy, too. I'm going to say he's in the 7-foot tall range.
Oh, absolutely.
But Revenge is not letting that get to him. He is actually taking it to Voorhees at this point.
Well, they say everyone is the same height whenever they're horizontal. But in all honesty, Voorhees still has a few inches on him with those pegs.
Yes. It's like when he stomps his chest, his foot is as big as his entire midsection.
Right. Oh!
Showing the power.
Straight.
It's Voorhees
Ransacked.
daring him to get back up. Ooh.
A nasty knee.
Face.
Ooh, and a low blow from Revenge.
Shows Voorhees may be human.
Revenge showing his true colors, though.
Now, Revenge has never showed intimidation in a match, so I will give him that.
Match isn't over yet, and Voorhees is a monster.
That's one thing for sure. After this match is over, you're still going to know Voorhees is dominant. Voorhees is a monster.
There's no question about that at all. And a major, major Russian leg sweep from Voorhees.
Ooh. And the elbow right under the forehead.
Ouch! What would you call that?
Alan, that made me wince. I'm not sure if that was a move or he was actually pushing him down into the earth.
Right, he may have just been feeding him to the worms at that point. And it looks like another whiffed punch from Revenge tonight.
It's a theme tonight, it seems.
Another left shoulder tackle from Voorhees.
Another knee to the
He
face.
spun him around. A ragdoll. Voorhees wanting to take it outside.
Now, this is actually a Falls Count Anywhere match, guys, so there is no telling where this match will end up.
The ladder comes out. Voorhees is back in.
And Revenge is trying to get the upper hand with it, but Voorhees
He's
is
not
not allowing
succeeded.
that.
Now, Voorhees is fond of the ladder. He actually, if history is recalled correctly, Voorhees actually won the first Mount Olympus tournament in a ladder match for the title.
Ooh,
Revenge has the sledgehammer. This could be it. Oh,
Oh!
no, Voorhees has it. Oh, into the abdomen.
Midsection.
Oh,
Or to
those
the
kidneys
back.
have got to be hurting.
A monster the size of Voorhees requires no additional ammunition. So when he's got a weapon in his hand, it's not just dangerous, it's deadly.
It's
Oh,
lights
look at this.
out. Torture egg.
Is he going to tap? And he made it out.
Oh,
But will he regret that decision?
I have a feeling he might. We're going to have to see. He's going to have to show some more offense. Earlier on, he was a little bit back and forth, but Voorhees, once he maintains control like this, he's like an unstoppable freight train.
I agree with you there, Alan.
whip to the outside of the ropes.
Oh,
the ladder.
Oh, on the left. That could be it.
By God.
Now it was a little bit cocky from Revenge there. That's not going to hurt Voorhees with that mask. Elbow.
He keeps targeting that mask, though. I'm not sure what he's thinking.
Maybe someone like Voorhees, if you remove that mask, there may be, that may be a psychological advantage that Voorhees has. No one's removed that mask.
Oh, and the steel steps are about to come into the ring, Alan.
Anything can happen with these types of matches, but steel steps and a ladder, it can get dirty.
I'm not sure if they have any room to pin each other.
Oh!
The steel steps.
Oh, that's
That
got to
could
be
be
it.
And
And
Voorhees
three.
again.
I
Look at
think
the
his
carnage.
face has to be broken.
He broke him in half.
By God. Bam!
That was that could have broken his neck, and there's no joke about that.
Actually, I believe this is the kind of things that makes insurance providers raise their pricing.
Absolutely. You are not wrong there.
Well, Voorhees did not disappoint, folks, and as you can see, he's going to quickly climb the ladder of success in WBIF. Once again, he is definitely a very feared individual.
And we'll be back as our paramedics try to make sure that Revenge is not dead.
Right, and I'm having palpitations after that match myself, so they'll have to look at me as well. Welcome to Van Givens Land, yeah! Tonight we do have a tag team WBIF championship match. It's going to be myself and my brother Mikael versus a Smashley and a mystery partner. But it doesn't matter who that partner is, because I tell you what, we got your number. Tell them about it, Mikael.
Yes, Smashley, we have your number. It is 555. You lose! This is your WBIF Future Tag Team Champions right here. Ready for action? Yeah!
So here we are. Time for me to win some gold. You guys don't know who my tag team partner is yet, but I do. I had to search high and low outside of this scum with WBIF guys. Can't nobody tag team with that. And I found my partner. And he is as destructive as I am, if you can believe that. Van Givens, Mikael. Mother Van Givens land! Sounds like a carnival. This isn't a carnival. This is wrestling. Mikael, your promos are childish. They're not funny. This is a man sport. You should man up. Van Givens, you got lucky when you beat me the first time, but lightning strikes twice, and it won't happen twice for you. I'm here to win the gold. I'm here to show that I am the most dominant force in the WBIF, and nothing's gonna stop me. My tag team partner tonight, you guys are wondering, well, maybe you should just look instead of listening.
All right, welcome back, guys. We are here with our main event. Thank you from our sponsor from old Shiny Cocks. They do have the shiniest and best cocks in the business.
No pun intended.
Couldn't even keep a straight face there.
No
All
pun
right,
intended.
so no pun intended.
Mikael already in the ring, ready to go. But the big question is, who is Smash Lee's partner? Who do you guys think it's going to be?
I say it's not going to be Hulk Hogan.
I would agree with you there. I would also say it's probably not going to be this guy right here, our World Heavyweight Champion, Mr.
Right.
Van Givens.
Right, with the title.
That really only leaves Papa Shango, Alan.
Now, if he needs to get that belt adjusted a little bit, but beyond that,
Maybe he has a kidney stone.
right, if Papa Shango enters this match, I will mark out for that. I'll tell you that right now, James.
Well, we're about to find out moments. The crowd is on their feet.
Now, no joking aside, though, if I would be happy if Hulk Hogan were to join the WBIF. He is a free agent these days.
Very true.
Yeah, so you never know what will happen, and
Smash Lee is taking her time coming to the ring.
But I'm going to touch on this. Speaking of Hulk Hogan, and I meant to do this opening this event. This match does go out this entire event episode of Uncooked does go out in honor of the late great Roddy Piper.
Yes, I agree there. He was a great man, great legend, great wrestler, one of the best heels of all time, in my opinion, and he will definitely be missed.
Roddy Piper taught people how to be a heel. Before him, everybody else was just born. And he really made a difference in the business. And there's a reason we're talking about him almost 30 years later.
Without a doubt, and I think we'll be talking about him 30 years from now as well. It does weigh heavy on all of our hearts tonight, and we're trying to, as they always say, the show must go on. So we're just trying to give you guys the best event possible.
And we're all out of bubblegum.
Right.
All out of bubblegum.
Regardless of the color of these tights.
No pun intended.
Not pun intended on that one. But let's see who this mystery partner is, guys. Let's hold our breath and see what's going to happen. I don't know who to call.
It's going to be somebody destructive. Smash Lee would not pick anyone less great than him.
I would agree with you on that. Smash Lee would only pick a quality partner without a doubt. And Smash Lee hasn't got along with anyone in WBIF, so it's hard telling who it is.
I agree with you there. Anticipation is getting to us. My stomach is a little sunk as knots. I'm sure the crowd is going crazy.
And who is it? Who do we have?
And it's Kevin Owens.
I can't believe it.
NXT's
I can't believe
finest.
it. Looks like he's a little busy.
We get another phone call. Him and Finn Balor, they're both from NXT. They both make a lot of phone calls. They're both at the top of their game in their division. Maybe we could see them both come to WBIF. That'd be fantastic. These guys are great.
Unreal. I can't believe that she recruited Kevin Owens. That is a testament to the caliber of a competitor that Smash Lee is to be able to recruit someone like Owens.
Absolutely. And if you guys aren't familiar with Kevin Owens, the guy was in Ring of Honor for 15 years, worked his way up there, was a world champion, came to NXT, won his very first match with a broken nose, beat Sami Zayn for the title, about a month later.
Right.
Held that title for quite a while. Actually lost it to Finn Balor about 2 weeks ago. And he actually has now joined forces with WWE. And he actually beat the best there is in the game right now. John Cena, very first pay-per-view, very first WWE match ever.
That's right.
And he is destructive. And we've already got a quick tag from Smash Lee to get Owens into the match.
Owens means business, too, with these uppercuts.
And Mikhail with a nice DDT reverse.
Oh, and he tags in the champ. Now, I am a fan, as we all know. We've talked about this in the past, Ash. I do like the champ, Van Givens. I do think the beard has something to do with that as a fellow bearded man. But he's really proven himself, there's no doubt, as the champion.
Absolutely. He's won all of his matches. He's worked his way up. He's deserving. And I couldn't see a better champion right now. Besides maybe Voorhees.
Voorhees is actually the only individual in televised events who has taken out Van Givens. But take nothing away from Owens. He's a crafty individual.
He's a monster. Owens has the experience, but Van Givens is the champ. He could have the upper hand.
Oh, and he stops at the prevented a tag right there.
Owens doesn't have a corner man now. He's looking a little lonely in that ring.
And the Ric Flair chops. The crowd is chanting woo.
And a body slam.
It was a scoop slam indeed.
And here comes
Tag is
Smash
made.
Lee.
Smash Lee's recovered now. Let's see if Smash Lee can take advantage.
So what do you guys think of Smash Lee? He's been impressive. He has been great in all his matches. He has yet to win.
Right.
But he's been in a number one contenders match. He made it to almost the last round of the tournament. And I mean, he's kept up. You know, he's been there, like at the top every single match. And now we could see him here come out on top in this match, which could really catapult him in his event. We could even see him and Owens going to be tag champs one day if he were to stay in, if Kevin Owens were to stick around.
Right, indeed. Smash Lee is not one to lack in the confidence department. And Smash Lee, little to our fans' knowledge, but Smash Lee's actually proven himself in the online wrestling indie leagues previously. So just because this is the opening first 3 or 4 matches that we've seen televised with Smash Lee doesn't mean Smash Lee hasn't had a long string of victories on the independent scene.
Exactly.
And right now, Smash Lee is taking it to Van Givens. He's just not faring well in there. He probably needs to make a tag at this point.
I'd agree with you there. It looked like that belt was cutting into Van Givens' stomach a little bit on the way to the ring, so it may have actually caused some constipation or something.
McKenna's in now.
Double chop.
Ooh.
Power slam. Smash Lee is in a bad way at this point.
Van Givens is fired up.
Yes.
And look at that custom crowd sign there. Must be a major Van Givens fan.
Where's that at? What do we have?
Down now.
I have to keep a lookout for that. That was a double underhook suplex, belly to back by Mikhail there, trying to gain some control. Another missed kick. They've been having some whiffs in offense all night tonight.
Maybe they all just stayed out a little too late last night, Alan.
It's possible. I will tell you, when the lights are on bright, it mess with their depth perception. It's hard telling. At first, I thought it may have been the sunglasses of a Midnight Mason. Ouch! But everyone's missed a couple, specifically offensive striking maneuvers.
Oh, and Smash Lee is fired up, but it doesn't matter.
And shut down almost immediately.
Well, Van Givens is here to take control of the match.
Smash Lee desperately needs to make a tag, and I think he's going to.
Oh, and the tag is made.
In
But,
comes
Van Givens
Owens.
is not back at them. And he's taking it to both of them at this point. Chops on
Couple
the top
chops.
rope.
He's handing out chops like he's handing out sandwiches.
And Smash
And
Lee
who
is...
doesn't love sandwiches?
I know I do. Major, that was a Hurricane Rana, or was that thinking of a Steiner maneuver? What am I thinking of, James? Frankensteiner.
Frankensteiner, yes.
That's what it looked like.
Ooh, nice reversal by Owens there.
Oh,
With a
Ninja
swift
Gary.
kick to the head.
Shades of the late great Owen Hart there. That's how actually Stone Cold Steve Austin broke his neck.
You gotta cover one on the ring and a kick out there.
Kick out at 1.5.
See how Smash Lee didn't even go into the ring to break that up. He just had confidence in his partner that he was gonna kick out.
I believe Smash Lee's aware that there hasn't been enough wear and tear on Kevin at this point.
And I mean, it's pretty hard to put some wear and tear on Kevin. Let's try to keep that man down.
But speaking of Kevin Owens, it looks like we just had a package pile driver by Van Givens. This could be it, folks.
Oh, and Smashley's going to try to break it up.
And that is it. The winner.
Wow.
I tell you what, Van Givens has proven himself time and time again, and it looks like it may have been some insult to injury with that win versus Owens.
Very true. Getting the cover on Owens is impressive. We already know that Van Givens can beat Smash Lee, and he just pinned Owens. I mean, what can this man not do?
That's dominance right there, and that's why the WBIF title is probably not going to change hands for it.
Well, guys, it's been a great event. We do appreciate you tuning in to WBIF Uncooked. And our next event, we actually are going to have an announcement from our general manager, Chelsea Givens, is going to give an announcement regarding a potential tag team tournament pay-per-view. And we're going to have some more news with that coming up within the next week. And everyone, have a great night.
Have a good night.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Good evening, WBIF Universe. This is your General Manager, Chelsea Givens, here to announce our next pay-per-view, WBIF Unlikely Alliance. In this event, 8 superstars will be picked at random to face off in a tournament where the final 4 contestants will be placed in tag teams versus each other. The winning team will be crowned the WBIF Gemini Championship. Thank you so much for your time, WBIF Universe. You rock.